Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today we're going to be finishing off my stream. I hope I'm finishing off because I think I know what I'm doing now. I got so far in this game. I pretty much got almost everything except for the last item you need to get into Dracula's castle. Well, you need the ring, and I think there's a cross I need to get. And so I figured out where I was missing. There was just one little small spot where I was missing, and I couldn't find it the last time I was playing, so I've had to do some research. And that's the thing about this game. I think most people that have ever played this game, most people had to look into it, either going into like the Nintendo Power magazines or the cheat books or online or somewhere. They had to do something to complete this game. And so I have to admit, I had to do that because I was feeling lost, and I didn't want to spend another 2 weeks trying to figure it out. Not like in the past where I probably would have sat around trying everything, exhausting every angle. In fact, the very thing that I found out was what I had a thought when I was playing last that I had to do, but I kind of, for whatever reason, dismissed it. So it was kind of funny, like, after I realized, I was like, oh, I do need to do what I thought I had to do, which I thought was not the reason. So it's kind of weird. Like, you never know when you're going to... You think you know what to do, and then you really don't know what to do. So it looks like we have Kirk's Arcade here in the chat, and Billy O. How's it going, guys? So yeah, I think I can pass this now. I think I know what I need to do. So we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna put in this like long, boring code. Oops. That I had to write down. I really hate this part of it. I really hate this. Yeah, the whole series is excellent. I love the Castlevania series. In fact, I think when I'm finished this one, I don't know if I want to tackle the Game Boy one, the Castlevania Adventure, or if I want to move into just Castlevania 3. Thinking the adventure seems like a lot of fun. I played it a long time ago on my real Game Boy, completed it a long time ago, and haven't really played it since, so that might be an interesting one to pick up. And, you know, like everybody else, it's October, so I'm jumping on the whole let's play some games related. Hey, Jeff Goodgamer. What's up, buddy? Putting in this long, boring code. Now, I don't know how this code system works. I don't know if this is like pre-programmed codes, like if somebody else were to go in and put the same code into their Castlevania, if they would start off, or if it has to save an entry point somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how this code system works. Hey, we got No Swear Gamer! I had one of the Castlevania Game Boy games, it was pretty good. Probably Adventure, right? I mean, that's the... Castlevania Adventure was the first one that came out. I remember buying it, and I had a lot of fun playing it. It took me a long time to complete it, but eventually I was able to do it. I'm not sure when I got my Castlevania Adventure. I know I bought it off the shelf back when it was, you know, brand new. Back when Game Boy games were still... Okay, I don't want to be on the heart, that's for sure. Back when you bought Game Boy games off the shelf, but... I just don't remember when. Yeah, it's funny how long the code is. I know. Kirk's Arcade's asking what console. I'm actually playing this on my computer. I'm not playing this on a console. I do have the original NES cartridge, but for my streaming purposes, I don't have a capture card, so I'm not really set up to do any kind of capturing. So I just played on the emulator. You think it was Adventure 2? Oh, cool. I've never played the second Castlevania Adventure for Game Boy. In fact, it was a very long time before I even knew there was a second Game Boy game What I'm doing now is I'm just building up money, because unfortunately every time you start the game from a save point, it doesn't save it naturally like in like a game that actually has a proper save point. So you don't keep your money and all that stuff. So you always start off with 0, which means you always have to like make more money. And yeah, what a horrible night for a curse. And I need to buy laurels, because to get where I'm going, you have to cross a large swamp. Which means if you don't have laurels, you'll die. And what I need to get, so the two things that I'm missing right now, after playing my other 2 streams, so you can see I have everything in my inventory there. So I'm missing the flame whip, and I'm also missing the cross and the ring, Dracula's ring. Now the ring and the cross are in the same mansion. The flame whip is just in a different part of the world that I need to get to. And that was where I was kind of lost. I couldn't remember where to go. Your concept is really good in this game. Concept? Well, just kind of doing what I gotta do to beat this game. Seems how I'm pretty certain I can't beat Castlevania 1. I've tried. And yeah, I don't want to keep streaming that one because I can only get so far. I still play it on my own though. Trying to get better at it. Castlevania is one of those NES, or what do they call it? Nintendo hard? Is that what they call it? The games that are like truly rage quit. Castlevania 1, it's not a long game. Like there's not, you can complete the game in like what, 20 minutes if you know what you're doing. Maybe even less. Like, it's not a long game. Maybe 12 minutes. I don't know. I've seen some speed runs where people can just like run through that game. And it's yeah, pretty fast. But this game's a little bit different because it's more RPG style. So you do need to build up inventory. You need to. It's not linear. You need to get a lot of money. My dream console is a Game Boy Color and Pokemon Red and Blue. Oh, yeah, I remember Pokemon. Pokemon was one of those things where I was really late on the trend, I guess. When Pokemon was big, I really didn't know anything about it. And it's kind of funny. I just remember. Well, I think I might have. I don't know if I bought the cards first. But I do remember one day downloading it. I was home, like literally home from school, sick, and I had the Game Boy emulator, and I kept hearing about this Pokemon game, so I downloaded it, and I was really skeptical about it, whether I'd like the game or not, because I had no idea what it was about, and I downloaded it, and I just started playing it, and I got hooked. I mean, I couldn't stop playing it, and I realized it's like, you know, very much like, say, a Zelda-style game, but with more of an RPG, like Dragon Warrior style combat to it. So I became hooked on it. Eventually I kind of, you know, I got into the card game for a while. Started collecting the cards and playing the card game. But I didn't really go much beyond the first, the red and blue, and even the yellow. I have the yellow one too, the one with Pikachu. But, I mean, I didn't go any further than that. I didn't get into the whole gold and silver and platinum and who knows where. I actually really got into the card game, the Game Boy card game one. I played that a lot. I remember the last time I tried playing it again, my cartridge is no longer keeping the saved games, or it's kind of faulty, like it keeps the saved game for a little bit, but then all of a sudden it, you know, I'll turn it on and my saved game is gone, so I think the battery is going on it on the Game Boy cart, which kind of sucks. But okay, so I have $256 now, more than enough. I need to buy laurels, so I'm going to do that. What I was doing there was pretty much the grind, waiting out the night, so I can go to this dude, buy some laurels. And I figured out what that sack is. Beside the word M star there's a little sack. It's a silk bag. That allows me to carry more garlic and laurels, apparently. So I always make sure I have enough. I'm gonna buy a bunch. Just to be, you know... What do I got? 7 laurels? That should be enough. Just in case. Well, let's move on. So, where I need to go is I need to get to the cliff where that whirlwind thing takes you away. So that's where I'm going to go. It's not too far from here. Got the bone. The bone gives you that shield, so it's a really good thing to keep equipped. I'm in here twice. How are you in here twice? Whoa! Hate those things. I just need to get through this town. It's pretty much just keep going left until you can't go left anymore. Hey, Jeff D. What's happening? Okay, so we have to wait till it's coming. Oh, crap. That thing's right behind me. That wasn't fun. So you always have to wait till the block is on its way up before you jump, or else you'll fall into the water. And the true Kirk's Arcade. The other Kirk's Arcade is my daughter. So there's 2 Kirk's Arcades in here? I'm confused. I'm Kirk's Arcade's daughter. Well, that's kind of weird. How can I tell the difference? Okay, so this is the... I've already done this mansion, so I don't need that. What I do need to do is go this way. And here's where I thought, when I first got here, I thought, you know, on the other side, when you come into the other side, you bend down with the crystal, and then it opens up. And I thought on this side it would do the same thing, but apparently it does something different. It takes you somewhere else. Again, it's part of that cryptic. So now I'm here, which is where I can get my fire whip. This wasn't easy to figure out. I had to really, whoops. I really had to do some research here to figure out where the heck I was. There's the guy. Now I'm gonna get the flame whip, or fire whip, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's flame whip, actually. There we go. So my whip's on fire. The game always slows down at this point. Kind of a limitation on the Nintendo. So now I need to go continue on this way. to get to the mansion. Again, this was the part where I was just kind of like lost. Where that other mansion was. Jacob Downey. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna hope to complete Castlevania 2. Then I can move on to another Castlevania game. I don't want this to get out of hand like my Zelda 2 game where I was playing it and playing it and playing it and still never completed it. Had to give up. You gotta go on these blocks. Gotta be careful with these blocks. Can't over jump it or under jump it or you lose. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Doesn't help that I'm at nighttime either. That's when all the enemies are really dangerous. So here is where you need laurels. Without the laurels, you cannot possibly cross this swamp. It's too long. So you got this one here. You need at least 2 to cross. I mean, you can get by with just 2. 3 is better. Otherwise, you have to like go through and injure yourself. Do a speed run for Grant going down the clock tower in Castlevania 3. I like Grant. That was he's a good character. Okay, so what I need is this. Now here's another thing that's crazy about this level. It's one of the few mansions that actually has an end boss. Much like, I think the last one I did had the Grim Reaper. And with the Grim Reaper, I don't know if he gives you anything if you kill him. He might, I don't know. Because there is still some swords I'm missing, I'm not sure where they are. I didn't look into it because they're not important, but... Or daggers or whatever they are. But, maybe the Reaper gives you one, I don't know. But the Reaper, you can literally just run underneath him. Unlike the Reaper in the first game, where you have to beat him, and he's like freaking impossible. Hey, it's Mr. Postile. What's Postile saying? Great live play, Brian, but I have to get up in 6 hours for work. Ew! Castlevania is one of my all-time favorite video games for any home console. Love the soundtrack. Good night. Hey! No problem, man. Good night, Mr. Poe. Have some sleep. I mean, if you gotta get up in 6 hours, that's just brutal. I don't even know what you're still doing up. Yeah, let's hope I'm going the right way here. Okay, well, I have money, so... I have to find the dude that has the oak stake. Hey, Grim Monolith. Grim Monolith is a magic card, as far as I'm concerned. Oh wait, this guy gives you laurels. I don't think he sells any. Thank you to take these laurels. Yeah. Reaper drops the golden knife, an unnecessary but powerful item. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, you don't need to pass the Reaper to beat this game. You can literally just walk underneath him. But I am missing 2 knives. Ow! Yeah, it's an MTG card. Yeah. Grim Monolith. Oh crap. This thing's kicking my butt. No, I'm gonna lose all my money. That's not good. Which means I'm gonna have to find the guy selling the oak steel. I don't know if it's here. I think I might have to go up. Could be wrong. Yeah, spike death. Not good. Maybe at the wrong spot. Hey, Glico Joe. Howdy. Games would be so much easier with the spikes and bats. For sure. Okay, this is the bad guy, so... yeah, I need to backtrack. I need to find the guy who has the oak stake. I don't know if I can go this way. Plus I need to make at least $50, which I have nothing right now. Because I lost to those horrible spikes. I'd say in most games, bats are just annoying. Spikes are painful. Bats are annoying. Money. Can't leave hearts behind. Grandmanos is like, it's the No Swear Gamer! I've listened to you on podcasts for years! Yes, No Swear Gamer does a lot of great stuff. If you're not watching his videos, you gotta get on that. I'd have to say, out of every YouTuber I watch, No Swear Gamer is the go-to guy if you need to learn about an Atari game. Or any other game, for that matter. He's very thorough. Right now I'm just trying to build up some parts. I think this is just taking me nowhere. How much do I have? 24. Come on, you. Ferg is the jam. Yes, check out the No Swear Gamer. And you can tell by his name, he doesn't swear like a lot of other YouTubers. He doesn't have to swear on every syllable. Alright. I can't afford a steak right now, which is pretty sad. 10 more. Okay, I'm not too far away. That guy come from? Come on, give me some hearts, man. Give me some hearts. Ugh. Crap. I'm trying to whip the guy, but I keep talking to this salesman. There we go. Do I have enough? Oh my god. Two more. $2 more. Ah. This is crazy. And Jeff D's like, I try not to swear, but sometimes it slips out. Yeah, I know what you're saying, man. I'm the same way. I don't swear in my videos either. I don't see the point of it. But I see, like, other YouTubers who like to do it as part of their script. because, you know, that's obviously what entertains some of this generation, but I just don't think it adds anything to the content. But yeah, when I do some of my live plays, or when I do some of my more candid videos, sometimes a little word slip out here and there, but it's never intentional. I don't write it in there because I think, you know, swearing is what's going to make me funny or popular or anything like that. It's just, I just don't. It's just a preference. Okay, I don't want to lose my... Okay, there we go. I'm so close to 900. Yeah, I know. I went through a dry spell of subs for a while there, where I was kind of stuck at, like, what, 892? Or 8... No. Where am I? Yeah, I was at, like, 892 for a little while, and I wasn't... And then I got a subscriber, and then I went and I looked, and I was at 891. I felt like I'd backtracked. So I went through like 3 days or 4 days of like no subs. Kirk's Arcade saying, I've been getting away from some of the usual go-tos as far as videos, so I'm branching into some smaller YouTubers and awesome Twitter peeps. Yeah, well that's, I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's what it is, right? That's what people like about the, these, you know, the smaller channels, is they're not so structured, and a lot of them have newer ideas, and it's not about the production value or necessarily the clickbait some of the bigger YouTubers end up doing. A lot of times it's genuine. Personality is key. He's gonna stand here and deflect his, oops. Wish you could buy medicine in this game that can actually, like, heal you on the spot. That'd be nice. Just like in Zelda, where you can buy, like, the, hey, I got the cross. So far from what I've seen on YouTube, I really like Castlevania. Yeah, Castlevania, I mean, it's going to be one of those series of games that will always have a following, I think, because it's such a great game. And the theme, I mean, the theme is what always drove me in. I've always been a Dracula fan. I always liked the movies. I like all the Dracula movies. I like everything that has to do with Dracula. Robot. Genuine is live streaming now. Oh yeah, this guy comes back. I always wonder if this was like a programming error. Like why the end bosses keep appearing. Why, like, you kill him, why is he not dead? I think I need to go the other way, do I? Let's find out. It's always the other thing that drives you bonkers, is when you complete the mansion, you gotta get your butt out of the mansion. You can't just, I've completed it, now I just start off outside the door like you'd expect from a lot of other games out there. Oh crap. Can't get up that way, can I? Alright, all I need to check out, don't tell anyone, but I'm working on a review of Bram Stoker's Dracula for Sega CD. Oh, cool. I'll look forward to that. Have a good night, Noseware Gamer. Thanks for popping in. Always a pleasure having you here. I still need to try Bram Stoker's Dracula for the Super Nintendo. Never played it yet. I don't have much high expectations for it, but definitely don't expect it to be anything like a Castlevania game. She is streaming MTG Arena right now. She started a channel and named it after one of the sci-fi stories. Those were a gamer saying because because of me, I played through Donkey Kong on the Game Boy. Awesome. Yeah, I'm still working on mine. I've completed it on the real Game Boy, but on my stream, yeah, I'm almost done. I think I'm on the second last board or something, or stage. I'm almost done. Yeah, continue my stream at some point, maybe after October. Maybe after I get all this Halloween stuff out of the way. All the Castlevania stuff. Revisit Donkey Kong on the Game Boy Color. See if I can complete it. Anybody that knows me or watches a lot of my videos, you know I'm a big Donkey Kong fan. Brian, I think you follow her on Twitter, Vera Dark. Probably. I've been following some MTG people, like the Magic Historian, who used to be called MTG Purple, then also changed his name. What did he change his name to? Perp? And then, I don't know, he kept changing his name. I started following him for a while because, okay, where am I? Okay, so I got the flame. I think I got everything I need, so let's go and kill Dracula. Yeah, I started following him because, I was always watching his wife's videos. I think I need the laurel syrup. Yeah, there we go. Carlsberg Review. Actually, I did a live chat with her. Yeah, Magic Historian is what he calls himself now. I did a live chat with Carlsberg Review, his wife. And she was the one who actually told me about him. So I started watching his channel, you know, for a while. And, yeah, I mean, I liked watching it because I used to play Magic a lot. I used to be a big Magic player. It was the first, my first experience with card games, like trading card games. Oops. That sucked. A friend in college introduced me to Magic the Gathering, and that was a long time ago. That was when, if anybody follows Magic or knows Magic the Gathering, it was around the time when the expansion Mirage came out. Because I really got hooked on buying Ice Age cards. So Mirage was like a new set when I started playing Magic. Oh no! And then I got like heavily into Magic and I started collecting. All the old cards. I eventually started collecting some of the more powerful stuff. And I was playing Magic all the time. Then I started getting into other card games and other card games. Then he got kicked in the head in the park. Yeah, I remember watching that. I heard about that from Carly. She put a tweet out saying, you know, oh my god, he just got kicked in the head. And I'm like, what? You know, and I remember jumping on to see what was going on, and I saw the live feed that he did, just as it went, you know, just as it published onto YouTube. And I saw the kick to the head, and he was, at that point, still talking with the police. I was like, oh my god, what the hell? And I was following that, you know, I was talking with Carly a bit about it, and, you know, following along. Trying to find out if he was okay, and he was fine. He was a trooper. But that, yeah, that guy did get arrested, for sure. And that, I mean, that little incident there, that really boosted his sub count, too. Because I remember, I mean, he was doing well on his own anyways. It's not like he needed it. When I started watching him, he was, I think he was, I don't know if he was quite at 1,000 subs when I started watching. Yeah, maybe he was. He was at a few thousand subs. Maybe like 5,000. And then around the time that incident where the dude came and kicked him in the head, he was about 7,000 subs. And then after that incident, he climbed right up to like 12,000 subs, so it was pretty crazy. I mean, that little incident was enough to like jump him up like 5,000 or so subs. It was pretty crazy. Revised, 4th, and Fallen Empires was my first set. Well, Revised would have been a good set to get into. I mean, if you started in the Revised days, you would have had higher chances of getting the dual lands. I mean, when I started in Magic, Ice Age, buying all the Ice Age, I was buying a lot of the starters and stuff. For some reason, I was obsessed with trying to get the Jester's Cap, which at the time was like the most expensive standard Magic card you could buy. It was like $25, which, you know, today sounds funny because a lot of cards' values are way more than $25, but at that time, the thought of paying $25 for a single card that you can pull in a pack was kind of weird. And I bought so many packs and I never pulled it, funny enough. I probably spent way more money than, you know, I should have just bought the damn card for $25. But at the time I kept thinking, you know, I'll pull it. Never pulled it. Yeah, Icy Manipulator, it was one of the first cards I pulled too. I had no idea it was, I had no idea it was worth money, or worth anything. My friend that got me into Magic said that it was, so... What's going on here? Wait. Oh! You know what I did? I didn't grab the ring, did I? That was dumb. I think I forgot to grab the ring. Yakking too much. Alright, I'm an idiot. Now I have to backtrack. Because I think when you stab that thing, you still need to jump up and grab the bag. It's not automatic. Ooh. Means I have to run all the way back. Yay. Anybody watching this in the replay is going, "What are you doing, you idiot?" Oh boy. Perhaps I'm talking too much. She was born in the late 90s, and I'm a bit older than her, so I own this stuff. Yeah, for the while I was actually, I went a little crazy with Magic. And I was buying a lot of the older stuff every time I could. I started buying, well, I kind of started buying Moxes around the time when they were semi-expensive. So I ended up picking up the, picked up a Mox Pearl, a Mox Ruby, actually a Mox Pearl and a Mox Emerald I picked up from a store, and they were both around close to $100. Around that $100 range. And I picked up a Mox Ruby, which was beta. No, yeah, beta. Mox Ruby, which I spent a little bit of money on. And then I picked up a Black Lotus. Unlimited Black Lotus. Most expensive card I've ever bought. And I paid about, I don't know, probably... I'd say around $300, close to $300 for that card. And I held on to them for quite a while. I mean, I had those cards for quite a long time before I gave them up. At some point I'm just like, okay, I gotta get rid of these cards before they become worthless. And I mean, I wasn't playing Magic anymore. I was never gonna be playing competitively. And I had a fear, you know, I'd hold on to them so long that the value would either be worthless or too expensive and nobody would ever pay that kind of money, so. Oh, you own one Black Lotus, cool. Yeah, mine was unlimited Black Lotus, and it was in mint shape. I mean, it was like unplayed Black Lotus. Like whoever pulled it out of a pack and sleeved it and didn't touch it. So it was like great condition. I mean, I didn't really want to get rid of them, but I kind of felt that I had to. Because, you know, they were just like literally sitting in the basement doing nothing, and I had no idea what the future of Magic is going to be, if it's going to, you know, what if the value all of a sudden tanks on them or something, or what if I don't have any more connections, because I was going to card shops all the time and playing card games, so I had connections then. The guy that bought them off me ended up paying cash. I mean, he paid me like a little over $3 grand for a little pile of cards, so, I mean, what are the chances I'd be able to find that? So I justified it. I probably got less than what I should have, but I just wanted to unload them. I mean, in the end, I still made money, so whatever. This isn't good. Oh no. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough laurels to get through this. Oops. Might have to go to a town. Oh, this is just insane. If there's a town after that, so I think I need to... Oh wait. Never mind. There is a dude in that castle that gives you laurels. I don't know how many, but I'm going to go. I'm going to do it anyways. Oh crap. Oh man, revised Underground Sea is like 1,000? Yeah, that's the other thing. I had a ton of dual lands. I had multiple sets of them too. And I sold them all off for a few thousand, for like 1,000 something. I had one Underground Sea. It wasn't in good shape, but it was still an Underground Sea. So yeah, I probably lost, I probably didn't get as much money as I could have. Oh, I shouldn't have used the laurel there. Let's just hope that that dude who gives out laurels actually gives out laurels. Now I had to backtrack just to come back here just to get the damn sack that I think I left behind, which has Dracula's ring. It's like I got the spear thing. Hope I don't have to buy another oak stake. Pretty sure I just go this way. I like how they brought the, was it the Magic Chandelar back? I used to play that when I first bought, oh crap, I think ah, crap. Back here again. I used to play that one. That was like back in Windows 95 days. It came out with the first Magic the Gathering video game, essentially, where you play cards against the computer and then you can play it online. I used to play that back in the day. That was a lot of fun. And now they actually released it again for modern computers. We can actually download it and play it again. So I did that. So I can, you know, every once in a while just break it out and play. It does like a sealed deck thing where you can actually just get booster packs and you build the deck and you battle. I found that a lot of fun. I think the dude's down here. There he is. Beg of you to take these laurels. Good. Phew. No! I remember that Magic PC game. I know, I was so excited when it came out too, because I kept like saying, like, why is there no video, like, PC? You know, there was no way at that time to play online Magic. Like, or, not online, but play Magic on a computer. You can only play it through the physical card game. So when they first came out with it, I was so excited. I was like, you know, I bought it, like, right away. Like, I don't care how much this thing costs, I want it. Crap, I need an oak steak. Dang it! Okay, once I get the oak steak, then I can just go and kill Dracula. I think the dude's up there. Yeah, I still have the CD too, and I have the expansion that came out. What was it called? You can download the expansion as well, and it gives you Arabian Nights. What else did it give you? I think the expansion was also the thing that allowed you to play sealed deck. I think it had Legends in there as well. I'm trying to remember now. Here's where the steak is. Okay. Yes, I want a steak. Alright. Spells of the Ancients. That's it. I knew it was going to come to me. It was called Spells of the Ancients. And it added on Arabian Nights and I think Legends. Because the original one just had, was it like 4th edition or something? And I don't know. It didn't have many expansions in it. I think that was their original plan, was to make expansion sets for it. But it didn't go beyond Spells of the Ancients, and then they started changing things up, and then they had a CD that they sold along with 7th edition, I believe it was, where it was more of a tutorial game. And then eventually Magic Online came out. I remember playing Magic Online. Didn't mind that one too much. That's what I gotta grab the bag. That's what I did wrong. I didn't grab the bag. I just ran away. Silly me. I got the bag now, so that means I have the ring. Which means I can get out of here and go to Dracula now. Yeah, Magic Online, I liked it in the beginning. I mean, it's virtual cards, so you have to buy the damn cards, which that kind of ruined it for me. You had to buy booster packs, and they were the same price as buying a real booster pack, which also kind of irritated me. I'm like, you know, I can spend the same money and buy an actual booster pack and get the real cards, or I can buy these virtual cards. make sure they had some kind of way of, if you acquired the full set, you can actually mail in something and then they would mail you the full set in real cards or something like that. I don't know. They had some kind of option like that. But, really. And you were able to, like, trade, what was it? They had tournament tickets or something like that. And a lot of people would just trade off all their commons for, like, a ticket or something. Yeah, I gotta go this way. So it was, you know, it's okay. The thing I got irritated with Magic Online was people were, like, quitting too much. You would start playing with someone, and the moment you started getting an edge on them, you'd start beating them in any way, they would just quit. And then the game was over. They would just leave the duel. And I thought that was kind of, you know, kind of spoiled it. To the point where some people were like, you know, I'm only going to play you if you're not a quitter. You know, don't quit on my game, you know. Because, like, nothing is worse than when you start a game, you get good at, like, you get a good hand, you start playing, and then all of a sudden your opponent's like, oh, my hands suck, or you're doing better than me, so I quit. It's like, it ruins the game. It's like, I'm only going to play if I'm winning. Like, who wants to play with people like that? Go away. Magic Arena booster packs are $1. Yeah, I haven't actually looked into Magic Arena. I was not sure if I wanted to. I know the video that the Magic Historian put out, he didn't speak too highly of it, but somebody was like, you know, maybe you should just try it out and form your own opinion. But, I don't know, maybe. I mean, the main reason why I got out of card games in the first place is I've invested so much money in cards, I had to stop. I was not just playing Magic. If you watch my channel, if you watched a lot of my videos, periodically you will see card game videos show up. Because I got into a lot of, like, I really was more into just the fascination of CCGs, and I never really stayed true to just one game. So I did card games like Tomb Raider, so I have a video out there. If you search my videos, you'll find it. There's a Tomb Raider card game that I talk about. There's a Simpsons and Looney Tunes card game. There's a Sim City, if you're into Sim City. I did a Sim City collectible card game. The X-Files, Harry Potter. So pretty much I've dabbled into a lot of different card games, and for a very long time I was actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. So I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I can't keep this up because I'm not rich. I don't have the time for it either. Can't, you know. Once I started doing Brian's Man Cave, and I realized how much work is involved in actually creating videos and editing and, you know, time it takes. I'm just not going to have time for card games too. Well, something's got to give. Did you ever play Anime? No, I've never heard of that one. Whoa. The X-Files card game is quite clever. They kind of took the concept of the board game Clue. You ever... I don't need the laurels here. You ever played the board game Clue? That's kind of like what they did with the X-Files. Really interesting concept. Of course, if you're into the X-Files... I wasn't really into the X-Files. Like, I watched a couple of the shows, but I think I was more into just the fact that it was a card game. That's what got me into it. Okay, so I just need to pass here. I'm gonna reach Dracula's castle. There was even a 24 card game that, if you remember the TV show, I don't know if it's still on anymore, with Kiefer Sutherland. It was called 24. I think it was called that because it was supposed to take place over a span of 24 hours or something. And they actually made a card game on that. Kind of interesting. I remember downloading the demo packs and trying it out. It was actually pretty cool, but it didn't catch on, so I don't think the cards were really sold. It was an anime-based CCG like Star Wars, but way too complicated. Oh, that's the other one too. I did Star Wars. See, now I can kill these blocks. Couldn't do that before. I also did a Star Wars CCG, the original, the first Star Wars CCG that ever came out. I also did that one. I still need to do Lord of the Rings. Okay, we're into the Dracula's castle now. Still need to do Lord of the Rings CCG. I have a bunch of those cards too. It's been on my mind. I have to refresh my mind on how to play it again. Yeah, this is Dracula's castle, and I don't think there's any enemies in it either. It's kind of interesting. You just kind of walk through it. I sold my Darth Vader. Oh, the original, like, Star Wars, the one made by Score. Yeah, Star Wars the CCG actually continued on after the original owners of it decided to get rid of it. I think it was Score. And a group of people took it over, and it's still going strong online. Like, if you actually look it up, there's still a huge community, and what they're doing is they're making brand new cards and new expansion sets, but you have to, like, print them off yourself. Like, they offer it for free. You just download the card scan, and you print it off, and then you slide it into a card sleeve, and then you can play new Star Wars. And they modified all the rules. They changed the game completely. Alright, so we're at Dracula. It's been a while since I've actually beaten this guy. I don't know. He's in here. I'm gonna try the fire thing first. I know he's pretty easy to beat. Just can't touch him because he's too strong. Whoa, I touched him. I'm just gonna keep throwing fire at him. I think this will just kill him fast. He looks so weird though. I don't know how they got Dracula out of that. He looks more like the Grim Reaper to me. And there he goes. He did. The battle has consummated. Now, I do believe, and I've seen this from the Angry Video Game Nerd, is that there is like a bunch of different exit screens or end screens. This one actually has Dracula the Tombstone. And then there's other ones that are different, so depending on how you complete the game. Been restored to Transylvania and the people. That was anticlimactic. Yep, pretty much all the enemies in this game are. You just throw the fire at them or whatever, and they just die. Dracula's curse forever. Yeah. Keep in mind that this is also after Castlevania 3, because Castlevania 3 is a prequel. Always be remembered for your bravery and courage. Yeah, that's it. Jacob's saying that Must be beat in 7 days or 8.14 days. Yeah. Once you figure out where everything is, it's pretty easy. And that's it. That was the climatic ending that you worked so hard to get to. Actually, well, most of these games were like that. Even Castlevania, it's like you work your butt off to beat that game, and you just get that kind of an ending. It's like, yay. Dracula was 45. More like he's 445. I don't know if Super Castlevania, is that still the same characters? Like, is it Simon? Is it continuing from this one? I know I've seen some videos where they've tried to put the whole timeline together, because Castlevania 3 is like the prequel. I don't even know what Castlevania Adventure even fits in with that one. But yeah, I'm gonna decide. I don't know if I want to do Castlevania 3 or Castlevania Adventure. I'm gonna definitely do one of those. I don't think I'll jump right into Super Castlevania. I might get into that one, but I'm not too good at that one. I don't think I've ever completed it. I think I've gotten far in it and just kind of got stuck. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Anyways, yeah. So, that was me completing Castlevania 2. Simon's Quest. Thanks everybody for jumping in on the chat too. It was quite a bit of people in here. I didn't expect that, considering I just kind of thought I should do this on the spur of the moment. So, yeah. Yeah. Kirk's like, yeah, the timeline is pretty messed up. There's a book I got off. Amazing that it's the whole timeline. Yeah, I'm sure the timeline is kind of messed up. But, yeah. Anyways, thanks for coming into the chat. Thanks for watching me beat Dracula, even though it didn't really take much. I mean, I was stuck there on the end on my last stream. If you saw my last stream, you realize I got to a point where I was just like, where do I go? What do I do? And that's just the way this game is. It's really cryptic. It's not linear. You can't just go from start to finish. You have to figure out all the different paths. You have to know where to go. You have to know all the secrets. But once you figure it out, you can probably play it again and just like run through this game like, you know, hot knife through butter. Anyways, thanks for coming out. And look out for my video tomorrow. I think I'm going to do my favorite toys video. So it's going to be another Transformer toy. So look out for that one. And probably Thursday. I don't know if I'll do a stream on Wednesday. Maybe if I feel up to it. Maybe I'll start the other Castlevania game, and then Thursday I shall have another video game video. So look out for that. Anyways, thanks for coming out. Talk to you later.